Hello, welcome to another video in this series where we're going to be building some of these cars that we bought from AliExpress. So this one today is branded as Famous Car World, and you can clearly see it's a Ferrari. So I can't remember the exact model that this represents. I'm pretty sure I've got one in the older Lego Speed Champions. So again, this is in the 2020 Lego style with the larger base plate. So it comes with what's pretty typical from last year's Lego models. And I bought these because I wanted something to go with those that we bought last year, since Lego haven't announced any for this year yet in 2021. So this model is the only one that we bought which seems to be in this branding. It does say famous car on the back as well. I'm going to have a look to see if I can find other cars from this particular make, because it does actually look, the detailing looks pretty cool, and we've already pre-sorted out the pieces, and the pieces do seem to be of high quality. So it's going to be interesting to compare it to the car that we made last time, which was this one, which was in the sort of non-branded racing make. So this was a really good build, and I'm hoping this one is just as good when we built it, so we'll see. So again, I'm Martin, this is my son Warren.
Hello.
Warren's here to help. He's going to help with the stickers this time. It looks like a fairly complicated build, so some parts I might ask Warren to help. So yeah, you can build the people first.
If I can fall off.
Yeah. So you put those over there.
I don't know how
you
they
can build
go.
them. Can you put the arms on?
So hands
They're a
off
bit-
arms.
No, put the arms on the bodies.
Right.
They're a bit hard to put on sometimes. So
Same colours.
one thing as well that I'd like to point out is, as with the last model that we did, this is only the second model of all the lot that we built that comes with like a little accessory as well. So you've got little starting lights there, and the guy has a spanner as well. So it's an interesting little touch, because a lot of the other models that we bought didn't come with anything special.
I got them on.
Any of those little extra pieces. Do we have? You got another? It's easier to put the hands in when the arms are on the body.
I don't know if this guy's supposed to have white. This guy's supposed to have black.
Don't think it matters really. It's probably that guy's supposed to have black, but
I can't see white.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Put the white ones on him. They are a bit stiff to go in. Oh, actually, that one went in alright. Right, so we're just gonna get going, start building the cars. This one's a little bit different from some of the others that we built, because they had freely placed axle holders, whereas this one has the long typical 6 wide brick that you'd expect to have on a Lego Speed Champion.
Can't put this on. Try to squash my hand in it, didn't work.
Tried to turn your own hand into a Lego hand, did you?
Yeah.
Right, there you go. You look a bit pale, don't they? Is one of them a woman, or have we got 2 men again?
Only men.
Now, there are a lot of stickers in this set, probably more than any other set that we've built. Maybe about the same, to be honest, but there is a lot of detail to go on there.
is one with black. Daddy.
Yes.
Doesn't say both of them are supposed to have front hands. It says you need to make it like clean and sharp.
Yeah.
This guy's supposed to have
All right,
front
that's
hands,
the first
this
guy.
guy's
The other
supposed to have
guy's.
black.
The other guy's like that. It doesn't matter. They can be however you want them. It's not very clear from the instructions exactly where that piece is supposed to go, but that is correct. There we go. And so we're extending that base out, making it longer, putting the front of the car on. And we're already starting to put some of this detail underneath the car now. So there we've made the front of the car. Now these pieces, as I mentioned already, because we've pre-sorted them, they do feel pretty much just as good as Lego. Okay, I think that's not quite right what I did there. That's supposed to be one brick off. Now after this car, we have a whole load more of those Guan models to make, and a few from which seem to be unbranded as well, which will be similar quality to the Dodge that we built, I imagine, which isn't quite as good quality as some of the other sets, but it'll be interesting to see. Overall I quite like the look of all these sets, and they've been fun to build as well, and even next to our Lego collection they look pretty good. point of putting wheel arches on now. All 4 of them on this step. And they've all gone on really nice and tight and secure there as well, unlike a few of the other models that we've built. So there we've already got the base and wheel arches going on. So I've got these small pieces to put on here. Gonna need sticker 21.
Full sticker 21?
Yep.
A flag?
It's not a flag. It's that bit in the middle. That's 31. 21 there. It's gonna go down the controls in the middle of the car. So interestingly, yeah, actually, the sticker is pretty much the same as all these Chinese ones. There's very little room for error when you're placing the stickers, so make sure that you get it right to the edge of the piece first time. Now, where am I supposed to put these now? So these instructions are pretty good, typical for Lego instructions. It's not really showing, a few bits are showing, place pieces in here, but it just kind of, you have to look at the picture before and after and try and figure out where all those new pieces go in. So this black piece is not going there. Where do these 2 pieces go?
What 2 pieces?
Ah, I see. So the black one goes here. So they have like a yellow outline around the studs to tell you where they're supposed to go, but it's quite subtle. So this flat piece goes there. That piece, these 2 big grey pieces are going to go here and here. So these ones have a red outline around these studs instead of yellow for some reason. And you have one of these to put on the side there. That's a really nice tight fit for that little bit of detail just on the front of the car. Just that little curved piece there. So. Is he flying?
It's not flying.
It's not flying.
That's just someone done here. Don't you know you away.
So we're slowly layering everything up as usual with these models. So again, just the quality of the construction does feel really solid on this. There are no gaps or anything in this, and it's all fitting together really nicely. Now these pieces, you don't see these often. It's a four-way cross piece. That adds a lot of stability in there because you're kind of going across the top of 4 individual pieces there and just rooting them all in place. So that's really nice and solid there. This side detail piece. There are 2 individual studs just to go on the rear wheel arches. And this is all clicking together really solidly. I think we'll be on to sticker 13 on the next step. So there on the back now we've got a whole bunch of studs that we're going to attach some detail onto afterwards. So that sticker is going to go onto here. And it needs to go that way around. It's a really awkward angle to get this piece in. There we go. 2 yellow pieces to put on the wheel arches here. 2 outer facing pieces. So there is a lot of red in this build, and it is your pretty typical Lego red. Quite a deep, nice looking red. It's the exact red that you would expect for this type of car. Add in some more internal, just spacing, padding things out here. That's what the back of the car looks like now. These
Daddy's pants. But
So that all fits in nicely. What do you say? I'm a pig, is that what you say? Oh, look at this next step. Look at all the stickers we're going to need. What have you done to that? We're going to need 15 and 16.
Which one's 16? Let's see again. One's 16.
It's a really weird place for the
15 and 16.
steering
4 and 5.
wheel. It covers up the instruments.
4 and 5?
No, 15 and 16.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's 4 and 5 for stickers.
What? Oh, right, yeah. They've
15
got
is
a
a
number.
5.
Yeah.
16 is 4.
Yeah. So there's a lot of small pieces going on to the back of the car there. Just layering up, but it's not even complete yet. So what's this? 5. So this step has 7 stickers to it. And one thing, one minor detail that I thought was quite interesting when I was looking through the instructions, pre-sorting all the pieces, it does look like all of the stickers are designed to individually go on just one brick. So I don't think there are any stickers that cross 2 bricks, unlike some of the other models that we've seen. So that means that you can actually take this model apart and rebuild it if you want without ruining the stickers. So like those 2 panels on the door, for example, some of the other models that we built, that would have been 1 sticker crossing those 2 pieces, but this is 2 stickers, 1 for each piece. So now I need 33 and 34. And 33 and 34, they're going to go on the back there. And I can't see where this single stud is supposed to go. Ah, I see. There we go.
34.
34. So that is going to go on this piece. So then I need 22 and 23.
22 and what?
23. these pieces, it's one of these long pieces that has 3 stud connections on the bottom. There's going to stick to that single stud piece on the side, so not the greatest of connections, but saying that, they do feel fairly solid. But again, you could just pop that piece off. It's not the best of connections, but it's okay. So now we've got the stickers on the back there as well. So we are past the halfway point now. Some of those single studs are a bit of a pain to get in sometimes. So now I need sticker 30.
Is yet on a bench angle?
Yes. Then I need 14, 17 and 18.
14, 17 and 18.
Yes. So if you wonder what a bent triangle is, it's the triangular flat piece that we've put that sticker on. What's this? 14? I've just realised what model of car this is supposed to look like as well, based on this fake sticker that is on here. It's obviously modelled on the Ferrari, what is it, like the FXX kind of thing? Or FXX, something. Can't remember the exact name, but that's what this is. That's not a. Oh no, it is. Yeah, goes on this piece. I thought it was just a single tiny stud. So, like I said earlier about the stickers crossing individual pieces, the door now has 5 individual stickers making up there, instead of it being 1 or 2 stickers crossing all that door like some of the previous models that we've seen. Not yet, I haven't put these pieces on. So the base of the car is really solid and quite bulky now. Most of the rest of the build is just all the detail pieces, all the panelling, and we still need to put the left side door on. cool. I think there's still more to go on there. So there's no stickers on this part, but on the next part we will need number 2 and number 4. So we've pretty much completed that right side door. Now we are going to start the left side door. So have we got 2 and 4?
2 is index finger, 4 is thumb.
And then we need 10 and 11. Now, weirdly, the stickers on this side had a 5 and a 4 on each sticker. The stickers on this side, there's an overlap, so if you don't line them up exact, you're going to get that line across the 5. What was this?
10.
10. Going to go on this piece. Weirdly, that piece is nowhere near the correct size for the piece. The sticker is and it's one of these pieces which is quite common on the Speed Champions. Now, the one thing I would say is when you are following these instructions and you're adding all these internal layers, is make extra sure that you're putting pieces in the right place, because it's so tight how this is all packed together in here that if you end up putting even a single stud in the wrong place, it's quite hard to get it out. Right, then I need stickers 9 and 12. You alright? 9. I'm gonna redo that one. That was a slightly wonky. And this sticker has lines on it that have to line up with the other part on the front of the car. Still got it slightly off centre. Do that one more time. Again, it's a black sticker on a black piece. That one went much nicer that time. You got the other one? What sticker do you think we'll need next? So there, again, we've got there's 2 stickers that made that stripe down the middle, rather than them putting 1 sticker across the 2 pieces.
Sheet 1, 3 and 5.
Yep.
Because like these added on the side. And does it already on bag 2?
Well,
But it's not on
yeah,
bag 2.
so the instructions for the next part say up in bag 2, but it came in about 7 bags. I didn't actually look to see if the bags were numbered in any way. So yeah, so I think they were actually. I've got 2.1, 1.4, 2.3. So I think if you actually followed the numbers on it, you would have 1.1 first. Actually, I don't think you would, because when we separated out the pieces, there was bits from every pile that we had to put into each step. So,
Why do you split?
which bit? This one? Yeah. So those 2 bits have to go there behind the seats, going over that hole in the middle.
Like here?
Yeah. And then this little stud is going to go on the bottom of the door there.
Black one?
Yeah. Goes on that black bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the red one on top of that.
No. This thing goes onto that red bit. So then this piece goes in the top corner of the door. You can't right now.
Here?
Yeah. That's it.
Underneath them.
So one of them goes under that corner piece. Is that it? Yeah. And then the other 2 go on top of the wheel arches there.
Here?
Yeah. So then on this bit, we're going to need to put some stickers on. So we need stickers 5, 3 and
1.
1.
I'm going to get 1 first.
And this set, like the last one, uses one of those open to any pieces with a tiny little semicircle sticking out there, and that is going to hold the top of the windscreen in place when the glass goes on the top. So it's going to be very low as well, and that goes on there. Yeah, that is very low. I'm not even quite sure a person is going to be able to sit up inside the car. We have seen that with some of the other cars that we've built from other brands, where you put your person in. Yeah, just wait a second. And you can't actually put the glass on top of them. Or sometimes they're just too close to the side of the car that arms can't fold either. So I think this is pretty similar. The guy's head sticks about 1 millimeter above that piece, so unless you angle him right back, you're still not going to be able to fully close that. I mean, it's pretty close to fully closing, but just not quite. But without the figuring, it will work just fine. So this is 1, is it?
Yeah. 3. 3.
5? Yes.
I'm not sure how many stickers it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 stickers left.
14 stickers left.
I think.
Still got a lot of stickers then. And again, I like these cars which have
Yes.
a lot of these small curved pieces as detail. It really just makes it look a bit fancier. You don't see exposed studs and things like that, so it's pretty cool.
Yes, 14 stickers left.
Cool. Right. So we've only got a few steps left, and then we've got to build the lights that came with it as well. So I need stickers.
27, 29, 28.
Yeah, probably put 29 on first.
29. Is that like an engine?
Yeah.
And then after
27 and 28.
$27.
That looks pretty cool on the back of the car. We've added that sticker detail. To build one more of these little things. Then we're going to need 20 and 24.
What does 20 look like?
A little black arrow. So this one is interesting because it's actually two totally separate stickers to put on one piece. And just because it has an angle in it.
And that 26 and 19.
Yes.
'26, 19 and 25.
Yeah, 25 is next.
Which one did I get first?
19 and 26.
After 26, 25.
Yes.
19.
Thank you.
26. And now it's on the 6 stickers left.
Cool.
Next I think it's going to be 6, 8 and 7.
I need to put all these pieces. So the front is still full of studs there. So we're going to cover all these studs up now. So I'm already getting the feeling that this is probably going to be my second favourite car of the whole lot that we've built, because it definitely feels really nice and solid like the one we built last, but the tolerance of the pieces perhaps isn't quite as good. Like some of these flat pieces, there's just a fraction of a millimetre between them, and it means that when you're trying to align, make it look nice and straight, you have to really just fine-tune those tiny little 1x1 studs to make it appear totally flat and straight. But it feels solid, like really solid. I think you could probably throw this across the room and it would stay in one piece, except for maybe just these bits on the back. So now we're just going to add more detail to the front and put the rear wing on. So I need 6, 7 and 8. Try getting it from the other side. That 8. Now I think the rest of the stickers are for the
Thingy.
yeah, for the lights that we're going to build next. You can build that when we get to it. So this one has got like little wing mirrors as well, which I always like seeing. So this actually, to me, it does feel very much like the one that we did yesterday, and that one seemed to be unbranded, I think. I can't remember now if that one was. I don't know where the instruction book has gone for it.
I know it's.
It's okay, but just the wing mirrors, the way the wing mirrors went on, and just the general build quality of it, it does make me think that this famous car brand is the same as the one that we built yesterday with this obvious GT copy, because of the design of the wing mirrors and just the general putting that little angled brick to stop the glass. It does make me think that they are from the same company or the same designer. So again, this set came with 2 sets of hubs that we could put on. The one yesterday didn't, so I don't know if they are the same or not. Do you want to put them on? And now for comparison, we've got the Tributo F8 from Lego's series last year here. So this is Lego's Ferrari. Very similar build quality to be honest. The wing mirrors fall off if you drop it on a table. So design wise, there was a model, a smaller model a few years ago that Lego did that is the same model as this,
I'm going to do
and certain pieces of the detailing do seem very similar. Yeah, just wait a second. So there we've got Lego model and non-Lego model, Chinese made. I think you could put these side by side and tell someone these are my Lego models. In fact, I would actually say that the red of the fake one, of the Chinese one, is a deeper red than the Lego model. The Lego model is almost a little bit faded, whereas this is very deep red by comparison. It might be hard to tell on the video, but it does look darker, a bit deeper on the colour. Obviously there's no official branding on this one, whereas this one has the Ferrari logo on the back that you can't see because it's too blurry. But it's interesting to see like where the exposed studs are pretty much the same place on this model as they are on the other one. And I've just noticed it has almost identical little arrow shaped stickers on the side just by the windows as well. So I actually think the quality of the model is great. It's a really good model, that one. So now I will let Warren build these little lights that we have to make. So there are 6 steps to make this little block of starting lights, and they actually have like a moving part to it as well. so is it not? Does it not move? Is it fixed into place when you put it through that? Yeah, yeah. So I thought they were going to move. And another thing to note with these models, as with most of the others that we've built, you generally won't get any spare pieces. They do obviously try their best to count out the exact number of pieces, because in these cheaper sets, you know, even sending 4 or 5 spare pieces in the set cost them some money, so they tend not to. But this one did come with a spare small yellow stud, and weirdly a spare light for this thing, just one. One spare hand, one spare axle, and another black hand as well. The set that we built yesterday actually came with quite a lot of spare pieces, more like what you would expect from a Lego set. Basically one of all the smallest piece, you had a spare one of them, so that was pretty cool. And the thing that I like about these models is these are generally to scale, more accurately to scale than the older 6 wide models that Lego made before 2020. So I would say this is just as good quality as the official Lego model. Let's give it a test. Oh, and this one actually rolls really well, which is a surprise, because even the best model that I built yesterday basically rolls for 20 centimeters and stops because there's pressure on the top of the tires. But this one, that you can see just looking at it, there's already a 2mm gap, and I think it's because it used those grey base pieces for the wheels, instead of just individual blocks where the wheels were placed into it. That actually adds a bit of precision to it, and pushing on the wheels, I can't get it to touch the wheel arch, so this one rolls just as well as the actual Lego model does. Nearly knocked it off the table. So yeah, that is a big plus point if you want to play with them as toys. And like I said, I think this thing would take a lot of battering to actually break it, and if it did break, it would be something like the wing would break. It should be fairly easy to fix it. Lego's model, I don't think much would break off this one, to be honest, either. This particular model was very solid when we built it. The Lamborghini isn't quite as solid. There's a few bits do break off that, but again, the official Lego models have the axle pieces on the bottom. Are you okay with that? Would you want to help?
Can't push forth.
Yeah, is it just that stick, that axle just needs to go all the way through, yeah? It's because if it's not lined up properly, you're trying to stick a cross through a hole that isn't made for it. Is that how it's supposed to be?
I think.
But then...
And there's still more pieces. I think I can move it.
Yeah, you can. There should be... Oh, right, yeah, this piece. Right, go on then. You do that bit. stickers on for the next piece. Did you drop a piece?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what kind it was?
Yeah. There's almost a little circle in it.
Oh, like alright, a little black piece with a circle. Have you found it? I've only just thought as well, this set came with a little spanner, a little wrench you might want to call it, and the function of these usually is to get the rims off the car as well. So if you want to swap, I can't even take the wheels off, just going to pull the tire. So if you can take the axle off. The axle's like so solidly stuck on these though. I don't think we're going to get the rims off that way. So actually, maybe not so functional. Let's just try a different wheel. Oh, so that one came off the axle straight away. So they have a slot in the back, and you should be able to slot this in and pop that off, so it does actually work. You can knock the centerpiece off. Yeah, cool. So is that all finished? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's quite cool that you get this piece. I'm not sure if one of the other Lego sets actually came with something very similar to this. So you've got this little starting lights, and you've got this little thing that you can pull out and the lights go. Oh, I'm guessing you could do it. Yeah, you do it one by one. So you'd have your red light, and then your amber, and then go. So so it's just, they've included an extra little piece like some of the official Lego models do. So it's just that nice little detail that you get with it. Overall, I would actually, as with the previous model, I would definitely recommend you get this one if you like these larger format 2020 style Lego Speed models, Lego Speed Champions. It is just as good as the Ford GT style car that we built last time. And it cost about the same, so this was £8 off AliExpress. Definitely higher quality than some of the other ones that we built. I like this one because it was more unique, and they didn't have a Ford in last year's lineup, whereas they did have a Ferrari. But if you like the Ferraris, I have about 6 or 7 Ferraris in Lego Speed Champions because they've made so many over the years. So it's nice to have one in the wider format that is more of a race car instead of a road car like this one. So yeah, I would highly recommend you get this one if you like it, and there will be a link in the description of the video. So thank you for watching, and next time we will be building probably a rally car. Not sure of the make or anything because I think it's unbranded. It's one of those ones with just a sheet for instructions, but it is based on a rally car that Lego made in the smaller format. a few years ago, and the model looks almost identical, but it's now in the 8 wide brick format. So it'll be interesting to see how good the build quality is and how it compares to the older model. We might do a double build at the same time. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. You can say bye, Warren?
Bye bye.